The first place I'm giving you is Odumasi. Now, when I went to Odumasi and I saw the kind of properties that they are building there, this place is going to become like the next East Legon. Like the houses are that nice. The architecture of the houses, amazing. And most of the road networks are really solid. Coal tar road. Places are even asphalted, but nobody knows about it. And the shocking thing is the same distance from Kwabenya to the Pokwase Highway. So please consider that. Now, the next place that I would want us to consider is a place called Oyibi. Oyibi is located, if you are on the Adenta Dodowa Highway, it's within that enclave, and there's a huge university over there called Valley View University. So what you are seeing in your shots currently is the layout of the place. And we went to look at land that somebody was selling over there at Oyibi. And you can see it is a really well-populated area, but then there are some parcels of land where you see the greenery, which is available for sale. And then there's also a side of it which is a bit hilly. So most of the land over there is low-lying, very good for farming, very good for, putting up your building projects without stress. But as the camera pans to the right, you are going to start seeing the hilly part of the area, and that side is generally available for sale. A few months ago, like at the start of the year, land at Oyibi, so this is the hilly part I was talking about. Land at Oyibi at the start of the year was selling for about 120,000 cedis. What happened was that there's an expansion of a road project currently ongoing on the Adenta Dodowa Road, right? And as a result of that road expansion, land prices at Oyibi have increased significantly from 120 to about 300,000, 350. Some are even selling their land for about 400,000, because once the road is completed, it's going to become a major town. And that road connects. So if you are in Accra, you can move straight to places like Dodowa. And from Dodowa, you can hit like places like the Volta region. You can get to Akosombo. You can get to Aflao. You can get to so many places. So Dodowa is a very important town. And once that road is being constructed, it means a lot. And if you are coming from the eastern region, Aburi, etc., instead of going to use the motorway side, you can just go through Oyibi to Dodowa and then access other places. And then the Volta region also shares a border. So it's going to become a very important area. And that's why the price of land at Oyibi has so greatly increased. Then the next place that I would want us to consider is Aburi. Now, I have a friend who lives at Aburi, and when you look at the drone shots in your view currently, you can tell that Aburi is a bit of an old town, right? It's an old town. So if you look at it, you see that most of the roofing sheets and stuff like that are very old, and the houses, the design of the houses are very old. A lot of people considered Aburi like very far away because technically it is in the eastern region. But when you look at it practically now, it is such a short distance away from places like Adenta. You can drive from Aburi to Adenta in 15 to 20 minutes. And so today it is not so far. Now, with Aburi, what happened was that one of the former presidents of Ghana moved to live at a place called Peduase and increased the value of the land drastically just by building a huge mansion over there. Lots of people built huge estates over there, really nice looking ones. And then there's also a place called Peduase Lodge where lots of government officials and departments and ministries come for their meetings, getaways, and even corporate institutions move to that side. Then there's also Peduase Resort Hotel, which is also a very beautiful place, And so the value of that place just increased. Of course, there's also the Aburi Gardens, there's Aburi Girls, and a lot of history in Aburi. And so what is happening right now is that the land over there, which used to be so cheap, I remember my brother mentioned that he has acres of land at Aburi and he bought them cheap. In those days, you could get land for like 2,000 cedis and the rest. Now, Aburi has also started selling in dollars, but then that is the side which is closer to like the hotels and schools and things that I mentioned. When you move a bit uphill, right? So let's look at the drone footage again, and you are going to see where I'm talking about. When you look at that side, there's portions which is still relatively uninhabited, with forest areas, bushes, and stuff like that. Is going to come on your shot very soon, which people are, clamoring for. And today, the land in those areas are going for 65,000 cedis, 70,000 cedis. So this area that you are seeing on your shot, right? You can see that there's a lot of greens in that area. Right, so there's a lot of untouched virgin lands in those areas. 70,000 cedis, 80,000, even 100 or 120,000 cedis. And the beautiful thing about this is the view that you get at Aburi. Aburi is a hilly, mountainous area. And once you are there, you can see as far as Accra. On a very good day, you could clearly even see as far as the Tema Harbor area. Like, it is that high, and the view is amazing.